Test his art skills.
That would be. But unfortunately, it's okay. Just GENG pistol train in towards art. Like I mentioned before, it's also, you know, something that we've noticed before when Sentinels plays against Smith. Just being able to deal with the alarm bot and the turret really caused a lot of painstaking map clearing for Sentinels.
Quick clear of the alarm bot. He's rushing through, checking to see if they can catch anybody over by sewers, but it's a quick back pedal for Narrate.
A lot more space being taken, so then they fall back. You also leave Foxy9 on the lurk. Bit more space, maybe with the guns, then they can take the fights towards B or A. That's another option. 0 point to clear. Ooh.
And that's a huge amount of information.
Across the map.
Yep. Celsius with the lineups. Keeps them with it again. Point out, but this is going to be a pivot. I mean, 30-second pivot here. Trying to sell something on A, but I mean, everything's just going to slow down. Karon's already been noted forward here at the pillar. Second will just tuck back, go for the reload. Spike now, just now, really being brought forward. Only 15 seconds remaining. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pull this one off at all, especially considering that players are dying left, right, and center. Tailwind 4 from Texture, instantly greeted by a sheriff shot to the face. And Munchkin all on his lonesome's not going to be able to do a damn thing. Flawless fashion over at A main. Pop the star, Texture. Checking on that corner here, wants to close the distance a little bit more and try to get a catch onto Narrate. Meanwhile, Munchkin's going to be taken down. Yelling from beyond the grave now. See if he can have the angel effect or if this is going to be a bonus conversion for Sentinels.
Quite likely they should be prepared for the hit.
Are not going to be able to get the ping out there. Texture into Hall, able to find one. Bang going to be taken down. Reveal here on the Narrate as he desperately tries to backpedal. Free peek from Texture, gets the headshot, shuts down the enemy killjoy. Second, however, trying to slide in, but Karon on the off angle is able to find the shots. Down on entry.
Spike planted.
Some spam through. No popped. Seeking target. Celsius forcing out. That tailwind gets the headshot as well here on to Karon, trying to set up for John to maybe get that wallbang shot. Get the headshot, but he himself gets tagged up. Now down to 7 HP. Push in. Texture. Shots end up going wide. That's going to be another weapon lost. Yeoman backing away. All right, as John Kitty just swings on the corner. Point. Looks like he's just going to be happy to maybe grab the Phantom and back out, but additional damage dealt here to the GENG roster would be something very nice for him, as Yeoman just, you can see that shake of his head. He knows that he just barely missed the opportunity twice. The spike will go off. GENG will get on the board, but they lose 3 weapons in the process.
They managed to eke out the round. Five's back up now, a little bit of an outlaw on the side of Zekin. He's marking down towards B, doesn't spot anything out. Prowler checked, but also not too much spotted out from the side of Sentinels.
Bang does take a bit of a hit there. 79 remaining. Zekin repositioning. Drops down, noise wouldn't have been heard there, but shot kind of splitting the difference.
Whoa.
And with the spray through, Aaron in conjunction with Texture will be able to go ahead and find that kill. Outlaw now on the floor.
That would be a big enough pick to call for more movements across the map. Sentinels also, though, kind of rotating over.
Having to fan out just a little bit more here.
And it's also a little bit tough to read if GENG are still around B, because they love to do this thing where they get a little bit of space and then they hold on to it, watching for potential pushes out. So Sentinels are still going to keep players closer towards the B site. Zelsa is looking to potentially pivot back. That's when GENG strikes into A.
Stars come through.
30 seconds left.
Bang, stuck back here at Secret. Might try to slide along the wall, spots the gun barrel, and will be able to find Foxy9. Texture, narrowly able to find that elimination, but Celsius is quick to reply. Keeping him down in kind, keeping things evened up at 3-3. Drone here from the center of the site, swings into the back. Spots out John Kitty, and that lets them know 2 players from Secret. Haunt cleared, Narrate on the approach. Swinging in from behind. The alarm bot quickly gets cleared out. They're coming through. Munchkin taken down, but yo man, 2 clean taps. And she will be felled. Karen now, last one alive. Gravwell fully denies the defuse. John QT gets himself back in behind cover, holding it to half, expecting the push and getting the headshot. But does he have the time? He does. .29 on the defuse.
Support is very crucial. 0 points again. Reading a lot on both sides. GENG continues to press forward. It's the blades from Texture.
Knives are popped. Second though on the hunt. Swinging closer, gets the double tap. Texture gone. Knives no longer in play. Gets out scot-free, absolutely untouched.
Yeah, good enough kill so they can just hang back. GENG definitely has to find other options. Even if they do reapproach A, Sentinels are still prepared for it. So back in towards exploring other parts of the map. It's only Narrate kind of anchoring down B for now. Doesn't spot anything. Sentinels actually swapped up their positioning, just leaving most of mid open. They're okay to do that because they have the guns. So GENG may be setting up some kind of a B split push where they make use of B link with Foxy9 on a bit of a lurk. But as long as they can take down the initial push, they are good.
Sheriffs in these players' hands could absolutely be deadly. Rotation immediately started here from Sentinels, getting their players in position aside. Bang is going to be lingering around in case there's a bit of a late lurk. And then eat some damage. Manages to pull away. Munchkin just playing up close, setting out the fragment, trying to find a bit of a timing here. Now he finds himself a bit pinned in position. Overdrive going to be popped, the slide down. He spots him, relays this. Karan trying to backpedal, trying to find a kill, but he will not be able to do so. The cleanup will be swift as Sen storm their way back into the B site.
Quick storms as well. I mean,
huge difference compared to what we were seeing earlier on. Zelsa's at the ready. Flash ready to fly. Texture the creep up, pop flash gonna be sent, swings out, a couple different targets that he's trying to choose from. Eventually he's able to find one, but Narrate as well, pinching in through the double doors. Munchkin shuts him down, Yeoman opens him with the Hunter's Fury, and suddenly this round gets completely turned on its head. Sentinels thinking they were trapping GENG, when in fact it was GENG trapping the Sentinels. Bang far forward, does manage to get the point blank shot, grabs the weapon, slowly creeps away. Texture and Munchkin now thinking, perhaps we don't want this A site, but Bang is reading this like a book.
He's got to be careful though, still towards mid. He might be able to, yeah, here's the footsteps.
Here's the footsteps. Weapon drawn out. Munchkin on the floor, but Texture will be able to get the headshot, but that is still a significant amount of damage dealt.
A couple of ultimates online inside of GENG as well, respecting more space. Norma peeks out, but it still is that mid utility from Narrate this time. So GENG trying to watch out for it, clear out A main. We're thinking of breaking anything so far. But not much spotted. Sentinels place it relatively safe, very far back in fact. Potentially watching out for, you know, maybe some kind of null command play from Munchkin. And there's that across the map lineup again. Only spots for one, so it's not enough for Sentinels to commit to anything. That's why you see John QT heading on over onto the B site now.
He is, but as he moves in that direction, GENG continue to inch closer and closer towards A.
That's the thing about the Killjoy utility. Narrate should be calling it out to the team. Maybe just still playing further back enough for some kind of a retake. Narrate does have the lockdown after all.
Fragment in, clears out dugout. Interrupt on the plant as the Nano does get popped. A bit of damage there onto Karan, down to 85. Time ticking. As Texture, turns back.
10 seconds left.
Has the double peek. He's able to find second. Lockdown now in play. Unable to try to get the 0 point out early enough to prevent it for a little bit longer, so now they do have to go ahead and pull off the site. Nano going to be set up here from Foxy9 in advance. Cosmic Divide, though, out from Karan. Just trying to make this completely unassailable. So their own Cosmic Divide now comes into play for Sentinels, just slicing the map apart. Shots starting to fly. but somehow, some way, GENG just manages to cut them all down.
Still in the tournament. Still looking to break some of the utilities inside of mid. Or at least to gather some kind of a reaction from Sentinels. But nothing much for now. They're looking back into it with the Outlaw on towards B. Zekken, though, inside of A main, should be able to tell quite a bit for the team.
Actually wanting to keep the Outlaw hidden. Calls for a teammate to destroy the turret here.
It's going to be Bang with the smokes.
Good checking up over the top. Nothing spotted there. Narrate repositioning, but noise is made.
You got to be waiting for the smokes to dissipate, then for a lucky shot, but okay, swaps on over.
Here.
Changes it out now, getting ready to go in for the entry. 0 point across, finding a couple different players, and the flash is absolutely on point. Narrate couldn't see a damn thing. Gets taken down, Texture trying to go for the wide swing, but John Cutie able to go ahead, get the elimination. Is Bang so fast with it, cuts down 3. Munchkin now the last man standing. With nothing more than the Outlaw. In hopes of converting this round. Looking slim to none.
Or at least just to find some more picks. He did pick up the alt orb, but also Sentinels
10 seconds
starting
left.
to look like Bang's turn to shine. Just playing inside of the smokes, flicking onto those 3 players like that. Definitely noting GENG's 10 though. But now economy a little bit more broken inside for GENG. Just wanting to assert a bit more presence in towards A again.
Clear on the haunt with the classic. Texture keeping the Phantom disguised for now.
Take flight.
Foxy 9, 1 charge away, having a lockdown available.
Sentinels already making very quick adjustments after today's earlier game. Everyone's playing so far back, not having too much presence, trying to pivot around connector now. So instead, just up around flowers, it's enough. And you also watch for sewers. That's what Zelsis is trying to do. GENG might be able to walk in, but is it going to be enough? John QT does have the angle for the spam. Bang as well on the site.
Stars now getting popped, the Nebula's Bloom. Texture just gonna get spammed down, as does Munchkin. John QT just spamming the angle. Absolutely rips in the pieces. Now Bang gets involved. Finds one, finds a second as Yeoman will die. Foxy 9's all in his lonesome. Finds one to stop it from being a flawless, but
isn't at the best time. He's really trying to call and set his team up, but now just not quite able to find more space on the map. No clear executes, trying to make it slow and steady. Again, a bit more A presence, but also the smoke, the Nebula up from Bang, forcing GENG to re-clear with some utility or just to take a little bit more time with it. There's the utility, drone. Maybe you take Art. Bit of an A split. That could be the trick. They evade the 0 point as well. So Sentinels might not be aware.
able to tuck back away from it. Still slowly, steadily creeping up. Bang and John QT, they're the ones here on this side. Also been the ones that have been probably the biggest thorns in the side of GENG these last several rounds. Push around the back, the double face. Texture snappy with it, is able to find Bang, but it's going to be a trade out as Karen also gets taken down. Astralis are these squads as the spike gets planted. Down is available. See if that comes into play.
You should run.
It does. Ult gets invested. Texture holding close to find one. For now, the rest of Sentinel's going to be held at bay.
What I like is that GENG is holding out from stairs. That's what we saw working out from Myth.
Fragment set, matched here by Munchkin. Flash for flash. Cells is completely and utterly blinded up. As Yeoman's able to find two. Narrate also taken down. John QT, last one standing, still is going to make this costly. Finds a follow-up elimination, cannot get the others. GENG
Zelsis figures out so much more.
That 3-player spot of the knives having to be put away for a brief little moment.
What's interesting though is Zekken does have the op in this round as well, so might be able to play off towards another side of the map while GENG tries to rotate away from that 0 point. So keeping his eyes trained on towards Art. Then you also have Bang watching in towards B-Link. A bit more map control for Sentinels in the round.
Crown chasing forward, checking out Link.
Okay, they hurt the drone. So more rotations away from B now.
I do suspect a player is lurked forward though. They don't have any eyes on Art, nor on Sewer. 0 point again though, getting an immense amount of value here.
John QT jiggling for stairs as well.
With the op in hand, things could start getting very dicey for GENG. Nebula gets popped, gets dropped, as does Texture. Kill coming through, knives no longer mattering now. GENG start heading for the hills. Hunter's Fury opened up here from Yeoman, but just blindly searching, hunting, hoping. Nothing will be found. They're gonna hightail it out. Tuck back here into the spawn. So not enough time, not enough hope. 7-5 now. The best that GENG could hope for.
10 seconds left.
Because so far throughout this entire first half, we haven't really seen the op. Maybe an outlaw, sure, but not the op. And definitely not on the A site. But this one little change, it's been A for the past couple rounds now. John QT clears a lot of it, A main inside of the Prowler.
All right, tucked away here on this left-hand side from GENG's perspective. Shot out, and there you go, Narrate strikes. GENG likely thinking, well, no one plays there anymore. That's an old strategy, but no. Narrate's there, he gets caught. Second peeks into Link, Foxy9 dead. Now it's just Charon with no hope in hell.
It's only been like 20 seconds since the round started, Karen.
It's a snappy first shot, but he needs 4 more of those. Changes weapons over.
Still though, everyone's marking the spike now. All 4 surrounding him.
Alarmbot goes through, will be made vulnerable, will be taken down. Zek for the push up. Charon just around the corner. Close quarters classics here. Can find value. And he's gonna strike right as he gets distracted as the turret starts being destroyed. Slide in from Zekken, but Charon just completely ignores him, keeps his eyes trained forward on the Narrate, and he's able to find that kill. Zekken now taken down. Tap the spike plant. Foxy still here. Tries to clear out the haunt. The dash forward from Texture. Closing the gap. Running out of bullets. Trying to go for the knife. Cannot find.
Not quite wall banging out towards A. He's actually positioned into B-Link.
Trying to hold things down there. Well, double setup. Close quarters. Karen with a Spectre. Munchkin behind with a Ghost. Texture as well here with that Marshall.
Whoa, peeking out.
Opposite dash, he's going pretty deep and will be able to just go ahead and get that chest shot. Find Second as well, mid-slide. They're right at the same time, able to go ahead and take down Munchkin, and will find Texture. Now things start falling apart quite a bit. Another flash out of the smoke. They hound him down, and now the man advantage is there, but Yeoman has arrived, but he's still only gonna be good for 1, because the Wraith swoops in from Art.
1-on-2.
1v2, weapons recovered, Foxy. Pushing right up into him, and Narrate gets the headshot. Pistol win be damned. Sen,
just not quite having the setup to continue forward with more kills. So now, the buys up from Sentinels. A Phantom for Texture.
One lone hero rifle, otherwise, Sheriff's in a classic for Charon.
He's in the
Like anti-flash, swing out of the corner. Charon is going to be the one that comes away with the kill. Quickly pops the Nebula, tucks back. Man, the casualty here, the sacrifice.
It's a good enough pick, though. Smokes off information. Texture starts to rotate on towards the other sides. Narrate lurking as well, but not really spotting too much. GENG comfortable to stay further back. But also stacking closer towards the A site, and that's what's more crucial. You got 2 stars.
I'm out of here.
Lost him out, fragments a delay. 40 seconds if they're going to rotate. Sen would have to begin that process right now. They are just going to continue to commit in here towards this A site. 0 point, alerting, finding multiple players. Foxy
30 seconds
pushing
left.
his way up towards that A link. Takes a quick check in, doesn't see anything though.
Celsius holds onto his flashes. He's waiting for it.
He's gonna rotate all the way back around, maybe through mid. Second now, rushing forward.
10 seconds
Flash from Munchkin connects. They just can't swing out. Turn it over the top, taken down. 0 point connects, 3 players suppressed. Texture right here, the very fine line. He's gonna fall. Karen as well, gonna be taken downside in the back from second. Comes away with the kill. Munchkin will be able to find a second elimination in the map, but
Now, Sentinel swaps sides in towards B. Just Prowler for a bit more noise in towards A. But as soon as they take down Texture, this could be it.
oh, that spray somehow getting a couple bullets in it. Looked like that was gonna be pretty much right on the mark. Right down to 81. Swing out, Texture able to find the headshot. It's a bit of damage himself, but now Null Command coming through. Zekin starting to sprint his way forward. Flash in play, but also Zekin caught by the same flash. So Texture finds a kill, Karen. He's right back into the site, Judge in hand. Guns down 3. After
He executes it a little bit risky. So we're back into A. Now you got to think about the Judge as well. Potentially into corners and doors.
high-low setup between Yeoman and Foxy. Push up. Sean likely to use the Prowler. They have to be suspicious about this. Prowler goes in, fires out a shot. They confirm the presence here of the Judge, and now they get ready to push into the high-low setup. Parrot eventually able to find second. Full flash into Foxy 9, but it doesn't matter. He just pushes the corner, presses M1, finds the kill.
GENG keeping themselves alive in the competition. What a setup, but bang. Not too bad being able to walk into A.
It's a smooth shot. Finds one more, they're in with a pinch. Nebula comes up, Texture just about to push through, finds the timing, and then Nightfall gets committed as well.
Oh.
Feeling confident, but
Texture swapped on over to the Outlaw, but there it is. A-main presence, looking to push through. Nanostorms all throughout Art, though.
Prowler to check back Fox, nothing gonna be spotted there. They push forward, Nano gets popped, holding the players at bay. That allows them to wait out the fast lane. Thrown to check, Fragment flying through. Yeoman spots a couple over towards Art. Pop flash in from Munchkin. Going to try to slow them up here. Flash connects though, and that's going to be the ping reveal. Munchkin now at risk, forced out further and further towards the open area. As Narrate just swings the corner, finds a headshot. Munchkin will be good for one, clears under the 0 point. At a 47 HP, as the Cosmic Divide comes through, push onto the corner. Karen with a fadeaway. Goes back in, finds one. And now the defuse comes through. GENG shrug off this thrifty attempt. Some nice heroics from Karen and Munchkin.
The fadeaway shot. I mean, Sentinels looking for the A-split push, but with the utility that GENG had, then the alarm bot just being able to work against the information that they are able to retrieve. So Sentinels, even though they had the positioning, even though it was the Cosmic Divide committed as well, GENG working around the little corners, working with the Phantom as well. Karen's able to gun them down.
Whoa.
Wow.
And the immediate call for the second time out. But now, perhaps have strategy set up for this lockdown. Foxy has one of his own though to try to re-clear. In the meantime, Texture just rushing forward. And just finds second out into the open. Takes his head off, and Bang is just not in position to try to counteract it. Drone coming through. It's gonna have to be a quick cancel, and Yeoman still somehow manages to capitalize. Flash coming through, Texture arriving. Able to find one there on the Bang. Celsius, however, fighting back. Comes up at 3, but now he's all on his lonesome. Flash over the top. getting caught a bit as the fragment comes down. Munchkin getting tagged up. Karon approaching from behind. The spike still down on the floor, out in main. Celsius just cannot escape.
Bit of an A split setup, but still those frags that Texture picks up. So crazy. Next round.
About doing it again.
Op.
Slow creep over, spots him, and it's just deja vu. This time it's just one shot instead of several. Forced back away. Looks like this is just going to be a bit of a strategy here from the side of Sen, just trying to force their way down into the site, but Yeoman re-peeks over towards our Texture, finding Celsius through the corner, and it is all crumbling to pieces. A damn near flawless Yeoman, the one cut.
I want to play around mid a little bit too.
And now they are at the behest, at the mercy of Solo and HSK. Both timeouts committed here. GENG still have one in the back pocket. But as long as rounds keep going the way that they have for the last several, I don't think you're going to be seeing Solo wanting to give Kaplan the opportunity. Second sliding forward, shut down. Smattering of damage across onto Foxy9, but only takes him down to 78. He still lives, he still breathes, which means that lockdown can still come into play. Knockout across, I believe, connecting on to Celsius as well. Chunks him down to 65.
So it might be a little bit more mid-space for Sentinels, but without the guns and the early pickup by GENG, wherever they head into, GENG are aware, Yeoman has the crosshair placement. Texture as well.
Just playing back, hearing the Prowler. Seems like John Cutie just trying to give some sort of potential fake over here for the team. Munchkin, though, fragment down to the floor. Doesn't go deep enough to actually cut them off.
30 seconds left.
Spike picked up, 26 seconds. As they start rotating across. A turret to set up. Watch Sewer. Texture. Eyes on the approach. Looks for the jump peak shot. Cannot make it happen, but they still have to get the spike in. Swinging around the side. Knives pulled out. Headshots in. The reset's there. Managing to find a rake. Gets the instant one tap. Bang!
It's all being noted by GENG.
Texture on the hunt here once again for Zekin. Slowly creeping across, and he hits the flick. Round after round, Texture might as well walk across the stage and unplug his PC. He has not been allowed to participate.
He's just so deadly. He's been activated now in these final few rounds. Narrate trying to make use of the spacing that he has to possibly find a bit more for his team, popping those swarms, but nobody's been found.
Cosmic Divide in play. Munchkin able to tuck back behind the wall, and Foxy9 intercepts, killing off Narrate. Pop flash from second, swings in, is able to find the elimination there, but they are down a man. GENG holding the advantage. Celsius at 35 health.
Spike planted.
Ultimates and utility though.
Their own Cosmic Divide committed. Karon
Catch them.
segmenting the map, the Hunter's Fury, to try to flush them out of halls. John Cutie able to avoid the second shot, but cannot get away from the third. Celsius just managed to find one. 7 bullets remaining. Texture clearing out. Bang. Dashes up over the top. He hits his head on the ceiling, but he is still thinking clearly. He does not have double vision. He puts him down with the 30 bomb dropped here from Texture. As Foxy is just sprinting up, putting an alarm bot down right outside of the smoke.
They note it. You break it. GENG drones out of art as well, so not really noting too much. Definitely feeling a lot more presence outside of B. Repositioning coming in to check out B link. And that's when Sentinels does rotate over, so trying to play around the map a little bit more. But carefully meandering through. They are very aware of how Texture could be positioned now, and they don't want to challenge it whatsoever. It's up to John QT with the Prowlers. He really needs to suss out so much for the team. 0 points as well from Celsius.
B side completely abandoned by GENG.
You should run.
Slow creep up coming through, and they're going to try to fake this out. A lockdown being committed to. While the creep up continues, John QT about to swing the corner. Karon trying to stabilize the aim, is unable to do so, but now Yeoman swings out. Manages to find him. The Nightfall still crashes across. Texture still hits the shot. Second sprinting, but he does not give a damn. Finds it. Gets another. Celsius on the floor. 2 players
Enemy
left.
remaining.
Now just one. It's
Spike
Narrate.
down A.
Approaching from behind. The pings come through. He's going to try to no-scope him, isn't he? Well, he's not going
10
to.
seconds
Narrate
left.
finds the headshot, but the time is just not available to him.
Defenders win.
13 to 10. Gen G find their revenge on a